capabilities of Actor.
The copy that I printed off, it only went to you.
What it is it's about, basically, if we end up having Waldens out in the woods, it's kind of what it's saying, shall arrange for direct and assist routine sewer maintenance of sewer lines beyond the capabilities of the Vector to outside professional. Basically saying we'll be there with Waldens, you know, we're not just gonna call them and look.
Yeah.
That's kind of what that's saying with the is.
Let's see here on the next page, and you kind of already answered that you guys do operate the vac truck and drive it and stuff. You know, in there somewhere it was about us providing drug testing and stuff too. You know, that too should really be on your company. You know, we have no.
I don't know if we even fall under that is why that fell into play. And actually, I'm gonna be honest, that's never happened. We've never had our guy called for it, which we're not hiding from it or running from it, I'm just letting you know.
Yeah. You know, it's not our employee, so if we'd send somebody for drug testing and they come positive, we don't, and we could contact the company back, say, hey, we don't want this person working on our contract, but, you know, we don't have any real meat to do anything about it, so why would we be paying for it? You know, that should be in the contract that the company
And it's
provides.
never come up yet. I mean, that's the thing, but it's,
Let's see here. There's nothing in here listed about who's responsible for obtaining and maintaining all the permits for like operations and construction. So, you know, does Dave do that? Do you do that?
you guys have fallen under that for the construction type thing.
All right, what about any other permitting?
There's a NPDS permit that our TWM does fill out for you guys on your behalf.
Okay. And what about any construction risk, design technology risk? Does that fall on you guys? Does that fall on us?
I don't know what you're, talk to me again.
So like if you recommend that we need to install a certain piece of machinery,
Typically, that's handed off to an engineer before we get to that.
okay,
I mean, we don't make those, we operate and do that. When it gets above us, we hand it off. We try to do a lot of electrical stuff on our own, but then when it's beyond that, we will call the electrician in type thing.
okay,
Once we know we're not
It
qualified.
says down here, number N down here on the second last page, owner shall provide all insurance for sewer cleaning truck, plus provide all proper testing for drugs. So that's covered.
yeah, but that should really be provided by their company, not us.
No, it's our truck. Their employee, you mean?
Yeah, they're not our employees, they're an
I know
independent
what you're
contractor.
talking about.
We should insure our truck, but we should not insure them driving our truck. They should be insuring their own people.
See, this goes way back to Stookey was probably one of the last places to get a truck. And it was always about who to hire, they were more concerned about the operator of the truck. And that's when we came into play, hey, we'll work with you on this and do this if you get a truck, because it would be wise to get it. And that's how this all came about. It wasn't like we were trying to slide anything on it. It was just working together with you guys trying to get the Vector truck in here and going. So that's how any of this came about through the years.
Yeah, and I mean, you guys have your own company trucks, correct?
Yes.
Yeah, so and you probably have a policy, it's just, again,
Right, I just don't know if our trucks require CDL like that, if that changes things. I don't know that.
yeah,
Because we have some guys with CDLs that nobody, I mean, that's the only guys that run your Vector, are guys with CDLs.
Yeah.
Actually, we only have one guy run it, so we know who to blame.
yeah,
If something's wrong.
okay. And then, you know, I'd like to see a provision in there about where we could continue with maybe month to month for, you know, a period of either 6 or 12 months, so that, you know, in a contract period, if there's negotiations and stuff, that gives us some wiggle room to, you know, still continue on with services, but,
There ain't something like that in there usually is, where they automatically roll over if we had to, wouldn't there?
That's what I thought, but I don't think it really matters.
so, you know, there's nothing in here about the company providing the annual maintenance and capital improvement suggested budget
Capital improvement,
Is it
for the
what?
plant.
We just
for
finished
the
it.
system. Yeah.
We have in there where who's gonna, there's something in there about who does the maintenance Retaining maintenance required, operating record, maintaining it if necessary. Because the EPA makes us just specify who's handling which part.
Yeah, but I mean, as things break down and stuff, you know, we need to be able to plan for capital improvements.
Plan for what? I don't understand.
Equipment breakdowns, yeah, I mean, every piece of equipment has, you know, an expected lifetime.
Right, well, we do that. I mean, we were at a point where we were replacing a lift station every year, which makes each of your lifts 22 years old. Now, through construction, we managed to get 4 of them done. And now we're at a point where we have this Knollwood lift, which is one of the bigger ones, and it has to get done. I mean, we're at that point, as far as that goes. And then we're looking at the other thing. What happens in this business is it kind of dictates to us what's gonna happen, what breaks first. I mean, we think this one's in 4 years, but in one acts up, or a subdivision gets put up, it makes your lift station all of a sudden working harder, things like that.
Yeah, if we had a budget of a preventive maintenance schedule, then, you know, we kind of.
Curtis was on that budget before. I mean, is that something we don't have at all, Curtis, or we're close to?
Curtis is.
No, I'm just asking him as a,
Right.
from what, having done it over the last couple of years, you created our sewer budget, correct? Do we have something like that going in there?
There's a line in there that basically trends year to year plus inflation for repairs.
That's why I'm asking, because I'm not privy to the budget very often myself.
Yeah.
We operate and run your thing. I don't get involved in the budgeting at all.
Okay,
Anything else?
no, that's
Does
it.
anybody else have anything?
I'd like to mention something about,
Hold on, I'll make a motion, we go ahead and approve the proposed 2-year contract from TAC with respect to the 1.95% increase for the 2 years. Second.
Are you proposing that as written?
Yes.
That's what I was gonna say. Subject to any,
No, there's no subject to anything, we're approving it as is, the way it's
Well, we
read.
can't be approving something on the IFCON, it's gotta be.
Right.
We've done that a couple times and it's just a problem.
Yeah.
Motion on the floor to approve the contract as given with 1.95 increase, each year of a 2-year contract. Boom.
Yes.
Krupa,
aye,
Bagby,
No.
Barger,
yes.
Stookey.
All right, does anybody from the, we're gonna sign, does anybody have, what's that?
I moved on you.
He did move on. Yeah, okay. So I gotta sign this part?
I'll get with you because you guys signed 2 and then there's.
Okay. Does anybody else have anything?
Yeah, I'd like to say something. My first experience with Tim is commendable. He was very, very responsive, and I'm glad that this is an example of what needs to be done. So I do urge the honorable trustees to heed the words of Mr. Bagby. I think we're people are good people, but sometimes if we don't shop for what's available out there, there's a price creep that happens to us, and we're the trustees for the goodness of the funds of the township. So thank you very much.
All right. Ma'am, you got anything?
You didn't ask for public participation.
I am right now.
But you already voted and approved it, right?
Yes.
But how could we give a comment if you've already done it? It's
Do you
not,
have any comment, ma'am?
but
Okay. Do you have anything to say?
I think a lot of those things would prevent particular problems that might arise.
We haven't had a problem in 12 years. So.
I know, that's the whole,
Yeah.
that's the great
Do you have
news.
anything else, ma'am?
but we still can improve it
Yeah.
after.
That's
No?
what I was
Okay.
saying.
You got anything?
I'll just say, why not put in some of the changes and go for it?
All right.
I don't understand why not.
Okay. Does anybody else have anything? I make a motion that we adjourn. Second.
I suggest though
All in
that we
favor?
get,
Aye.
if it comes up that we don't have
Uh,
such a thing that's on demand so quick.
I just got, yeah. these
For
two
everything
things.
in this meeting to come, they throw it right at the meeting.